This chapter just kind of prepares you. It's the calm before the storm, I guess you would say, as we get ready for everybody to square off in their individual battles. Toriko, Gourmet number 77, battle below freezing.
Oh boy, it's about to go down. Well, hello, my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, here to bring you another review on the awesome and kind of disgusting and hunger-inducing and ice-filled tale of Toriko. Our last chapter saw us with, of course, Gourmet Corp showing up, and we know that shit's about to get real, I guess you would say, and hit the fan. And the chapter ended off with Tommy coming up to Toriko and appearing to hug him, but then the last panel was some dripping blood, and that was right after the panel that he said goodbye. So, as I assumed, predicted, and of course it wasn't really that big of a deal because we found out about it right away, and it was pretty much a dead giveaway. We start out, that's where things leave off. That's where things pick up. And actually, Toriko is one of those things where it seems like the last page of a chapter and the first page of the next chapter seem to pretty much, sometimes in different panels, albeit, capture exactly what happened. And I don't know if that's just to kind of help fill people in on things or what. So we wind up seeing that scene again with the goodbye, and then we go and we see that he actually has, jammed his hand into Toriko's abdomen. And so he goes in, so Tommyrod's got his hand in him, and it's great because Toriko's like, yeah, thanks. And he's like, and Tommyrod's like, I can't pull my hand out, And Toriko's like, thanks for getting within my range, And then he's just like, tenfold Coogie Punch, and he's just starting, and I could just picture this, just rapid succession, like right in Tommy's face. But no, Tommy's little mouth demon or whatever he's got, this crazy freaking, I don't know if it's like an insect or what this thing is, kind of comes out and like just soaks and absorbs, it looks like, the punch, right? Right as that happens, as if shit's not already hitting the fan and going down, all of a sudden that little wall penguin, the baby that Komatsu found and kind of adopted temporarily because the little thing loves him and all that stuff, like 8 or 10 chapters ago, 5 chapters, whatever. That thing's mama and daddy came, the wall penguins, and they're capture level 30, but it doesn't matter because they're freaking huge, so they come crashing in, right? The whole mountain starts caving in, or at least parts of it anyway that they're on, and everybody kind of winds up falling down. As they fall down to a lower area over here, you kind of see this cool looking, almost like inverted icicle, stalagmite, whatever, that's actually the gourmet case and has all these different beasts and stuff within it. And obviously that's what winds up kind of eventually just sort of diluting down, I guess you would say, to create the stock for the century soup, right? So Komatsu goes and he's, oh man, this is cool and this and that. And Toriko's like, no man, listen. He tells Komatsu, he's like, I need you to go take care of this, to get the century soup. He's going to take care of these guys, right? And he's telling Komatsu, I need you to take care of it. I don't even see the aurora. There's not much, so that may mean, and these things all look pretty scrawny, so it may be that there's not even going to be much stock to begin with, So you go take care of that. And this is very much like, for me, this is kind of, this is his moment. This is Komatsu's moment to shine, right? I thought that he really manned up during the end of the Regal Mammoth arc when he kind of went and told Starjun, fuck no, you're not going to do that, and he basically, with obviously to risk of his own life, and he was about to be killed. But I think this is the moment. This is the moment for him where I feel like Toriko is trusting him wholeheartedly and fully, and not just because there's no other option. He trusts Komatsu to get the job done. He says, you go take care of that. So Tommyrod, of course, comes with his 2 ding-dongs in tow, Barry Gammon, and he kind of looks like the Thing, just this big rock-looking dude, big tank. And then he's got that other dude, Bogey Woods, which obviously I guess he can jump from body to body or what have you. So he goes and he's like, he tells them, minions, take care of the little guy. And as they go to get him, man, this is just great, dude. I was just like, my heart was, get the adrenaline flowing, heart's pumping and everything. Because then Match and Takimaru were just standing there all just like, yeah, you're not going anywhere, And it was great because Match is like, listen, I got no beef with Gourmet Corp, but the bottom line is we're here for the century soup, so you can't take it, And I love that shit. So it's like, it's kind of one of those, like, we're not really protecting Komatsu, but it's sort of like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing. I don't know what you want to go and say about it, but I think it's kind of like, Toriko and them have a mutual, it's mutually beneficial for them to work together right now, as long as they all get some of the century soup. Because he makes sure, he tells Komatsu, he says, hey, just so you know, buddy, if you take all the century soup, I'm coming after you next. And Komatsu's like, of course, I wouldn't. Komatsu's a nice guy, man. He's like, of course I'd have some for everybody, He's going to help everybody out. He's like, thanks, Match. Thanks, Takimaru. But I really like how that they were just basically like, yeah, you know what? We're going to go and help you out over here because right now it's in our best interest to do so. And basically I got no problem with Gourmet Corp, but there ain't enough soup for all of us, So I can't wait to see these two go and square off against, because they're going to square off obviously against Barry and Bogey, So then we go and and then to Toriko, man. Toriko and Tommy are now going to go head to head, and we see Tommy, we kind of see his cool looking weird like bug demon aura thing, they're sort of I guess, like their feral aura, whatever you want to call that, man. It's just really cool when you see it drawn. I especially liked Sunny's. I thought Sunny's looked just really cool, that weird sort of hair demon thing. But anyway, you see Tommy's aura, and then you go and you see Toriko, and he's going to man up with his aura. And like I said, shit is about to go down, man. You got him over here. Boom. This is great, And we just got that take care of the other two bozos. And he just fucking, just the huge, evil Toriko looking thing comes out, the unbridled, uncaged beast, And then he's just like, and then I get these two, man. They're like, don't get in my way, little boy. And then Takimaru's like, same to you, sir. Refrain from entering the fray. or refrain from entering my fray. Oh, man. So then, and then of course you've got, the faces of Tommy and Bogey and Barry over there. So, man, it is about to go down. That's how the chapter ends off. And man, just good stuff over there. Chapter question for you, though, brothers and sisters. Chapter question is really, what are your thoughts on what I said about Toriko having that trust in Komatsu? I was going to ask about the matchups again, but I kind of asked that and several other things in the last chapter. But what are your thoughts? Do you agree with me that this is kind of Komatsu's time to shine, that this is Toriko having that full trust in him now and realizing that, even though he's physically weak, that he's mentally strong and that he feels like he's prepared and that he can trust him to go take care of getting this century soup, So let me know what your thoughts are on that, though, brothers and sisters, in the comments down below. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, the like button if you should think that I deserve it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We will look forward to catching all of you in the next Fun Nation.
Remember to follow me on my other channel, as well as Twitter and Facebook and Instagram too.